while for this package to come in. It's for the Mark II. It's all the way from Croatia. Fire truck. It's kind of cool. Now, these have been really hard to find. Like, I've been looking for these since I bought the car, which is, here they are. Here's the legit set. They're genuine hella. Got some green tail lights to match the Mark II. Gotta pay the price. So there they are. There they are. That's the most important package I've been waiting for. So the issue with putting these into a American car is they just don't have those twist-in style bulb connectors. So since these have a tray, kind of like a Mark III does, luckily these came with it, but I have to rewire it. So here's where we'll be working. It's just three little 8mm nuts. We got one up here, one right here, and one all the way here in the corner. Yeah, so it's just to kind of like twist this and turn and pull the light out.
These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down.
I managed to get the taillights in. Had a little bit of adjusting to do. They look good. I'm happy with them. It's a new day. Back on the taillights for the Mark II. Since the US taillights actually have a twist-in lock, the Euro taillights don't have that. They have a bulb tray. So since they have a bulb tray, it actually requires an individual plug versus, you know, the four individual like the US had. So I've had a hard time finding a plug. Just kept checking through wiring stuff that I had. Looking here, you can see that it's 6 pins, but this last pin is actually for the fog light in the rear. I'm not gonna run it. This is a CE2 wiper and turn signal wiring. It's these two plugs right here, but you're gonna want the 5 pin. This 5-pin connector is for the turn signals, and it has this one tang. So to make this fit without any kind of crazy modifications, you can see where the Euro fog light is. I bent this up. So because I bent that up, now I can fit the plug in there, and you can see right here there's this notch to where if I try to plug this plug in this way, it won't fit on that way. But if you take the plug and flip it this way, see it clips right on. So this way I'll always know that I'm putting this wiring harness in correctly, so I'll never run the risk of shorting anything out. I plan to do it, and I'll just cut these wires and butt connect them together. A good thing about bulb trays is all the metal is what carries the current. Initially, if you look at all these, you're like, well, I have no idea where these things go. Well, you can just trace everything. So right here, this is gonna now be pin 1 on this plug, and you can see it comes up, it goes to this plug, it goes around, all the way around into this plug, goes all the way down, around, over here. So that means this is the ground wire. You can just have the tail light right here. This is the bulb tray. This is the US tail light, but left tail light, left tray. So just do it how I'm doing it. So I already found that one was ground, so you trace this next one, comes all the way up here and is in that tang. You look over here, that's reverse light. Then you go to the next one and you trace it, going all the way around, comes down here, comes all the way up to here. It's that tang down in there. Where's that? That's a turn signal. So I'm gonna do that for both trays. You can see I already have it fully mapped out, telling me what these wires are. These wire colors are going to be totally different for you, especially if you get a like a Jetta. Apparently you can get a Mark II Jetta taillight plug and it'll be fine, but I'm using what I have, and that's turn signal wiring. I have a bunch of harnesses from parting out cars. So since I have that, I'm using what I have. I have another one right here. It's got all 5 pins. You know, plug it in. It can only go in one way. Just bend up the fob tab and it'll work. Inside the car now, you can see I've already cut all the plugs off, just did it all one by one. So here's the wiring harness now. It comes down. There were 4 ground wires already here. These all went to each individual bulb. So I just got a really big connector like this. This is a 10 gauge, and I crimped that in there, and then I had one wire go directly up to the chassis ground right there. I think that'll be perfectly fine. Clean up the wiring, you know, put some tessa tape and electrical tape around it, put all the bulbs in, and that side should be done. And then we'll get to the mess over here. Everything's getting butt connected and heat shrunk. I have little wire strippers, butt connector tool, and I have a wide assortment of electrical terminals, but I bought this Milwaukee battery operated one. Don't buy it. It takes about 40 seconds to heat up and shrink any of these connections, so definitely don't recommend that.
Of my head, I'm gonna live inside the upside down.
So now we're on the passenger side. My note over here is saying that reverse is black, parking is gray and red, turn signals are black and green, brake is black and red. Now again, these wires change from side to side and from year. My car's a 92, so this is what the Bentley calls for. I have the other bulb tray right here, and I'll just be going wire to wire. The first one we're going to be doing is reverse. Reverse light is going to be solid black, so I just look through here. Here's the one with solid black. And final snip. It's like 18 gauge butt connectors. Make it tight. Make sure it doesn't come off. Go to here, find the reverse. Sometimes it kind of helps to like twist the wire into the butt connector. Next one will be the parking light, which is gray and red. So you can see on the Mark II, this is actually 3 wires on my model. 2 of them right here. And there's another one. Or actually, look, that wire just jumped across. So by cutting that, now I only have 1. So sweet. Next wire on the list is turn signals. The turn signal is the black and green. Right over here, black and green. So I can put all of these together in one of those really big butt connectors. So again, as much as I can strip off. So hold them all together to where they're about to the end and give a good twist. And then another one of the 10 gauge connectors. Try to get it with 2 hands. That shouldn't be going anywhere. I'm gonna add another chassis side ground to go over here into the box. So I think the best way to do that will be probably to find something out of my bin over there, and then I'll just tie it into this side like this, and it'll just go out and over. So I'll be right back. So I got another decent wire, so this will come through here. So not only is all this ground going to go through the other side ground, but I'm also going to have this where it's going to go over here to this factory ground right here. I'll show. So all the wiring is actually done. I just have to run the new extra ground over here to the chassis. Using this fabric test tape. It's as OEM as you can get. Had to go out and get some new bulbs because now pretty much all of them are 1156s, which are just single filament bulbs. So almost all of these would be 1156. You could have your brake, turn signal, reverse, and the rear fog if you had it. You gotta keep in mind that like if you had all clear taillights, you'd have to have an orange bulb. So then you just change the 1156 to an A, and then that adds color to it. So then you just have an orange bulb. You need these little weirdo bulbs for the parking light because they're on all the time and they draw like less amps or whatever. The little weirdo bulbs are 5007. They're kind of hard to find too. You gotta really like look around in the store, and then we'll test there, make sure the wiring's right, but I'm pretty certain everything's right. Here's what it looks like with the lights on. What I'm gonna do now is test everything. You guys were able to see that everything worked. Happy with it. It looks great. And now you guys can just hear it cam away. Happy with it. This was the one mod that I really wanted. A quick little shot of it. Have a few other quick little videos that I plan on shooting. I'm gonna try to start doing 2 video uploads a week. I'll do the usual Thursday video, which is like big projects, and then I'll try every Sunday or Monday, I'll try to get a relatively short, different type of video, like how today is going to be the taillights on the Mark II. I think the next little task I'll have is I have my wheels right there, track lights, and they fit perfect on the Mark II. And then I just bought a used set of M&H slicks. So these are 13 by 8, 23 inches tall. The horsepower that I'm making with the car now should be around 200 horsepower. 13 by 8s should work perfectly fine, especially with the transmission that I have. That'll be that should be next week's video. Gotta have my wife make me some stickers for him. I want to put stickers on the wheels, and then I just have some other random things to shoot. So guys, just let me know like what type of things you might want to see. Again, I have Mark 1 with a VR turbo. I built the manifold, stuff like that. So I have my Mark 1. This has been a long journey project. I have the Mark 3 180T Jetta, and then I have the Mark II all-motor drag car. So let me know what kind of videos you want to see on those types of things. I'll keep trying to kick them out. Keep an eye out for the Thursday upload with the Jetta 180. You'll see I got a lot of wiring done. The full chassis side's done, so that's coming a long way. Again, all those videos are pretty old when I first got my GoPro, so bear with me. I'm trying to be a little better to this type of recording. I think they're pretty good. I'm doing a decent amount. I'm doing everything on my own. Try to be as self-sufficient as possible. That's the big part of this channel, is being able to do everything myself. So weld myself, do all the bolt-on stuff, I do all the swaps myself, do all the wiring myself, I do all the lighting myself, I even do all the editing, all the shooting, all myself. So just a one-man team. So that's why I'm trying to kick it up a notch, with the 2 videos a week. So we'll see how it goes. So next week we'll do another short video with mounting the slicks, hopefully. Maybe it'll be something else, but until then, like, comment, subscribe. At the end of the video, there's the Mark II.